What is up, hooligans? Happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. It's Monday. Appreciate all of you guys being here. If you have a like button, please hit that like button. More likes, more hooligans. Gonna read over the schedule really quick, and then we'll go ahead and read through all the chats. Snooks, you were first today. You were first today. You're not wrong. You were first. All right. So we were going to cover the press briefing, but we're not going to now because they don't even want to get started till 2:30. She's always late. So then we won't get started till 3, and then it makes the live 5 hours long, and I can't stand any of that. I do kind of wonder how she feels about Congress or whoever talking about making her salary a doll hair. I do wonder if she's been out of shape about that, but we'll just have to wait till tomorrow to see. I'll find a clip on it or something. But we're going to be starting off today with a video titled Secret Service Agents Protecting Old Man Walter's Granddaughter Opened Fire on Suspected Car Thieves, and they got away. Even Secret Service can't even hold the criminals accountable. Like, okay. Then we have a video titled Old Man Walter Campaign Uses the Orange Eagle's Own Words Against Him in New Ad. I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to be pissed off throughout this episode. There is so much Trump propaganda. Not from him, but about him. There is a ton of it. And those soft and stupid people out there are crying hard and loudly. And it is super annoying. It is. Just wait till you hear this. Just wait till you hear it. It's like 3 in a row. It's just nonsense. Then we have a video titled Trump backs push to allow cameras in the courtroom, talking about his hearing in Georgia about what happened in 2020. They did an appeal to bring cameras in the courtroom, but the court, of course, is trying to prevent that from happening because the Orange Eagles just show up and show this evidence, and then people are going to wake up and go, holy shit, something weird did happen in 2020. So now the court's like, no, we can't let cameras in here. He might wake all the normies up. We might have to hold a special election. We might have to do something crazy. Nah, let's just not let the cameras in the courtroom. We'll just go ahead, lie about everything and cover everything up. And then the American people will never know. We'll just keep lying to them. So that's what the court's going for, but we'll see how it turns out. Then we have a video titled President Trump's sister, Marianne Trump, was found dead in a New York apartment today. When I got that video, it was only 55 minutes old. So that's a fairly new thing. I'm telling you, the enemy takes no breaks. No breaks. Working overtime right now, especially going after the Orange Eagle. He's being attacked in all directions. It's messed up. I should grab some clips from I think it was Saturday night. It was either Friday night or Saturday night, but President Trump was at UFC with Tucker Carlson. Joe Rogan was there. Kid Rock was there. I'm trying to think who else is there. It was a full house. It was a full house at the UFC, and they looked like it was their birthday. They were living their best life. Tucker Carlson was smiling nonstop. You couldn't even see his eyeballs because he was smiling so much. It was awesome. I might grab a couple of those videos just because they're good to watch. It's heartwarming to see how happy everyone is. Then we'll be wrapping things up with a video titled Female Martial Artists refuse to compete against biological men, and Jujitsu standing up for them. They're saying, if you went through biological male puberty, you cannot compete against women. I also think it's kind of weird because my buddy is huge into Jujitsu. He's been doing it like his whole life. And he competes against women. I don't know about in tournaments and stuff, but when they're training and they're doing events like that, where maybe they'll get other groups of Jiu-Jitsu goers and they'll all train at the same gym together. It's men versus women and all that. But they're not shapeshifters, though. They're not pretending to be somebody else. They know. They see the tits and they're like, you're a girl. And the girl goes, yeah, I'm a girl. And then everybody's like, okay, we know what's going on here. And that's, that's all there is to it. But as far as tournaments, Jiu-Jitsu is stated up and like, nah, we're not going to have dudes brutalizing women on the mat out here. So I think that's pretty cool. Anyways, we're going to read through the chat really quick, make sure everything is running. And then we're going to go ahead and get her started. My apologies that my voice is so raspy. I was doing fine until I set up the live. And then all of a sudden I got this like hair or something somewhere in here. I was like, oh, that's a weird feeling. And then I was sitting here and I'm like, I'm like, wait a minute. Why am I gagging? What is going on? I don't know. It's just the enemy. It's just the enemy. I'm not even hacking anything up. It's just enough to make my voice sound like shit right before I have to get on TV in front of everybody. It's just, you know, it's part of the deal. It's all right. As you guys can see, I'm a little bit more aerodynamic now. I'm just getting it. I was looking like a homeless person for a minute there, but I found enough free time to be able to cut my hair. I'm pretty excited about it. What's up, everyone, over on jeffmaclive.com? What's up, Annette? What's up, Hair Juicer? Happy Freedom. What's up, Matt? What's up, Cassandra? Appreciate all of you hooligans being here. Let's see. Matt, it's probably the size of the video. I'll send me a message and so I can remember after the live, and I'll go through and I'll change it, because there's like I have limitations on the upload, not for any particular reason, because we have unlimited data and all that stuff. But there's limitations on uploads, and I just haven't had a reason to change them yet. So you might be the first one to give me a reason to change it. We'll work it out, and I'll increase the limitation, and then you should be able to post the video. You won't be able to post it in the live streaming chat because it's a separate chat, but you'll be able to in the rest of the website, and you'll be fine. Just send me a reminder. I'll get it taken care of. No big deal at all. What's up, everyone, over on Rumble? Happy Freedom, you hooligans. Snooks was first. If you guys weren't here, I just want y'all to know. Snooks was first over on Rumble. I appreciate you, Snooks, and everything you do. What's up, Joe? What's up, Zero? What's up, Old BR? What's up, Ruby? What's up, Patty? What's up, Cricket Kiss? What's up, Pumpkin? What's up, Elder Zoomer? What's up, Christy Star? What's up, Shannon? Happy Freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you being here. What's up, Appeal to Heaven? What's up, Get Some J? Happy Freedom, you hooligans. Get Some J, you're not late. You're not late. We're just getting started. No. I wasn't saying all that. I wasn't saying all that. Get Some J. He's huge into jujitsu. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. What's up, Madeline? What's up, Marstar? Happy Freedom. What's up, High Plains Drifter? Appreciate you guys being here. Oh, Odyssey. Are we running? Oh, Snooks was first. She was first on Odyssey as well. Hopefully it's running. Oh, there we go. I always got to refresh a page on Odyssey. It doesn't do like standalone refresh on its own. And it looks like we're good on D Live. Oh yeah, really quick. Huge shout out to D Live. They're posting us everywhere right now. We are Streamer Spotlight over on D Live. I've been tagged in all kinds of stuff. This morning and for the last couple hours, I keep getting tagged on all these platforms by D Live. This is our Streamer Spotlight, and this is actually the bio that Edward wrote. It says, Jeff Mack is a Michigan audio engineer turned investigative broadcaster. His dedication is unmatched in the news and entertainment industry. He began his start during the riots of 2020 and has documented landmark cases including J6, George Floyd, and Kyle Rittenhouse. He is dedicated to getting the truth out at all costs. Good job, Edward. That's a badass bio. I appreciate it, and thank you so much, D Live, for giving us the creator spotlight today. It's awesome. I love that. I love that. So anyways, what's up, everyone over on D Live? Appreciate you guys all being here. Let me see if we're in the carousel. We might be. Maybe not yet because we just started, but I'm thinking we might end up in the carousel. Not yet. We'll check it later. What's up, everyone over on Kick? Happy Freedom. What's up, Garlic Press? Need coffee. You need coffee or I need coffee? Or are you telling me that I've drank too much coffee? Because that could be. That could be. I've had like 7 cups of coffee already, and I feel like the road runner. I'm just going. What's up, everyone over on Twitch? What's up, Miss Vu? What's up, Tom? What's up, Matt? Matt, you're omnipresent. I appreciate you. Oh, thanks, Snook. Comment on my haircut. I'm telling you, I'm aerodynamic. Gotta be speedy today. Gotta outrun the enemy. What is your name? What's up, Dila? Dilla? We'll go with Dila. That sounds right to me. What's up, Mr. Beansy Beans? Oh, his sister that passed away was not fond of him? Or you're not sure? Oh, was it the one who spoke ill of him? I don't know. I didn't even know he had siblings until the one died. That sounds like shit. It's true, but probably could have said that a little better. Anyways, thank you so much, Mr. Beansy Beans, for gifting a sub over on Twitch. And I appreciate all the support, Mr. Beansy Beans. Thank you. Let's see. What's up, Grey Wolf? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Mama Bear? Got a full house over here on Twitch. What's up, Peyton? What's up, Kirk Allen? Happy freedom. Mr. Beansy Beans, Mary Trump. Yeah. Yep. Mary Ann, I think her name is. Yup. Let me grab this Rumble link really quick. I know everybody over on GoofTube, they desperately need it. What's up, everyone over here on GoofTube? What's up, Mr. Satan? What's up, Sly Dog? What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom, you hooligans. What's up, Robert? What's up, High Plains Drifter? What's up, JT3? What's up, Anthony? Appreciate all of you hooligans being here. What's up, John? Thought you were going off of YouTube. I'm just waiting for them to take me out. I'm not going to leave until they take me out. I'm just not working on YouTube. So, like, if you're in the chat on YouTube, you'd be better off getting in any other chat. A lot of times I don't even check the chat on YouTube. I don't support YouTube. I don't like YouTube, but there's hooligans that I care about who watch on YouTube. And so I can't just cut them out of my life because I hate YouTube. I'm trying to get them to stick around long enough to understand that I am mistreated by YouTube. I am abused by YouTube, and as soon as people figure that out, they'll be more willing to leave the platform to go to any other platform that does not mistreat me. And so that's the only reason why we're even over there, so you guys can witness the wrongdoings that happen to me on a regular basis because of YouTube's shitty community guidelines. And I just hope that we'll stick around long enough for you guys to see me go down over there, and then you can say to yourself, well, that's really shitty, and I'll just go over to Rumble and support Jeff Mac over there. Or even better yet, I'll go over to jeffmaclive.com and support Jeff over there. So I'm just hoping for that kind of thing. Otherwise, I'm not really willing to walk away until they push us out the door. We'll keep being a thorn in their ass. But as you see, I haven't applied for remonetization over there. Because they'll either give it to me and rip it away when I need it the most, or they'll just reject me over and over again, and I have to wait in increments of 3-month periods to reapply for monetization, because they're saying I'm uploading other people's content without altering it, which is obviously untrue. So I'm not groveling to YouTube. They can suck my dick. I fucking hate them. But anyways, I appreciate all the hooligans that support me regardless of the platform they're on. So the only reason we're live on YouTube right now is because there's hooligans over there. Otherwise, no, we'd just shut everything down over there because YouTube sucks. What's up, Combat Vet? Happy freedom. What's up, non-GMO? Like a toxic girlfriend. It is. It's worse than that. It's like having an abusive employer. Like, it's terrible. It's like, come here and let me punch you in the face, and if you don't, you're fired. That's how YouTube gets down. And so, yeah, no, I can't stand it. What's up, Eric? What's up, Dark Brandon? Happy freedom. What's up, Trev? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Jamie and Deborah? Let's see. What's up, Mike Drop? All right, I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good to go. Anyways, we're going to be starting off. Let's see, we did the shout out to D Live. So we're going to start off with this first video titled Secret Service Agents Protecting Old Man Walter's Granddaughter Open Fire on Suspected Car Thieves, which is super crazy. Super crazy. Before we get too far into it, I want to remind you guys, go get you a 2A all day until I die t-shirt. Making those bold statements, you're not willing to forfeit your firearms no matter what. If you believe in that, we got t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, zipper hoodies, stickers, coffee mugs, and all that good stuff on the merch store. If that's a little bit too bold of a statement for your liking, can't go wrong with Scream and Go. That is a fan favorite. Again, we have it in tons of different styles and options and whatnot. You can check all of that out at the merch store. I will drop the link while you are watching this first video. Let's go ahead and get her started.
Peter Ducey live from the White House with what we know about Secret Service opening fire to protect President Biden's granddaughter. Peter?
Yes, the carjacking and car stealing problem in Washington, D.C. has now extended to somebody with Secret Service protection. At 11:58 p.m. last night in Georgetown, which is about a mile and a half from where we're standing right now, Secret Service officers who are assigned to protect Naomi Biden, that's President Biden's granddaughter, Hunter Biden's daughter, opened fire at 3 people who were trying to steal one of the Secret Service vehicles. We don't know exactly what kind of a car this was, but according to the Secret Service, who just sent us a statement, Secret Service agents encountered possibly 3 individuals breaking a window on a parked and unoccupied government vehicle. During the encounter, a federal agent discharged a service weapon, and it is believed no one was struck. The offenders immediately fled the scene in a red vehicle, and a regional lookout was issued to supporting units. That means that somebody tried to steal a Secret Service car from the agents that were protecting the president's granddaughter, and they got away. They're still out there this morning. Back to you.
Wow, that's crazy. They got away.
I can't believe they got away, but I can't believe they would target the president's granddaughter's car. They picked the wrong car to break into.
There are so many cars that are getting broken into in Washington, D.C. It's possible, just based on the volume, that they had no idea. Yeah. But if they did know, that's even more extraordinary. Either way, these guys are out there in a red car.
Right. If they got the car, I wonder if she had an Apple tag. That was the instruction. Get an Apple tag and drop it in there. Right. Thanks so much, Peter.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here.
DC's a dangerous place. DC's a hell of a drug. I don't know. It's not good. We just covered a story where I can't remember how old they were. It was like a 12-year-old and a 13-year-old or something like that were trying to perform armed Grand Theft Auto, and there was a person in the vehicle, and when they opened that passenger door, the person shot the 13-year-old and killed them, and the buddy took off, ran down the street. They were acting like they had firearms on them, and so when they opened the door, the guy just shot and let him have it. They didn't find any weapons, but that's really young to be doing carjacking, and now this. You gotta try and steal a car that's being protected by Secret Service. Holy. You're either really stupid and thought you were gonna get away with that, or you just weren't paying enough attention and really chose the wrong vehicle. It says that the Secret Service opened fire on the suspect, but then they got away. So are they going to find the guy? They'll probably just let it go. They'll probably just let it. They'll be like, yeah, it'll be fine. They'll get somebody else. We'll get them next time. Like, what are they even thinking? Open fire in town. That's pretty crazy on its own. And then they got away, and all they know it was a red car. It was red. It probably wasn't even a car. Like, you know how they love that shapeshift and stuff. It was probably a white van, but its pronouns was red car. That's what was actually happening there. Secret Service was probably just respecting its pronouns instead of actually shooting the suspects who were going after a relative of the person sitting in the White House. I don't know. I wouldn't feel too safe. I wouldn't feel too safe if I was in D.C. right now. They got coke at the White House. They don't know how it got there, who brought it in, or what they don't have any connections to that. Now somebody is close to old man Walter, such as his granddaughter, almost experiencing Grand Theft Auto right there at the Capitol. Like, DC's not a safe place. And it's crazy because that place is heavily monitored. It is it's like CCP level monitoring going on in DC. The suspects just got away. Okay. Sounded like a bunch of hooey to me. Something weird's going on. I don't know why they want to turn DC into the ghetto, but they'll get what they vote for. I know that. We're going to read through the chat really quick before moving forward. This next one is about, it is propaganda. Propaganda plus. All about the Orange Eagle and how terrible of a person he is, or so they say. Reading through. Matt, if any one of us shot at a car thief, we would be in jail. Absolutely. Discharging a firearm in city limits, first thing you're getting hit with. They're going to add that right on to whatever else they can get you for. And you'd be arrested. They'd take your firearm. If you even got it back, it would take a year plus or so. It would be a nightmare. It would be a nightmare to go through that, especially if you did it in D.C. They just lock you in the gulag and consider you another J6er. That's what they would probably do because they're a bunch of bastards out there. It's no good. And that some protection, yeah, I'm saying. They're probably proud too. Those criminals are probably proud They probably are celebrating right now, like, yeah, even Secret Service couldn't get us. Yeah, like, because that's how they are. That's how ignorant people behave. They take mishaps like that as a badge of honor. Like, they think it's good. You know, when you can cheat, lie, and steal from other people and get away with it, they consider that good. Oh, they're so crafty. They're so smart. They're so clever. That's how they consider themselves. And that's why it leads to their downfall. It's their own demise. Because they're celebrating moments that are learning moments. Those are lessons. You survived to learn what happens if you try and steal a car from Secret Service. They will shoot at you. Don't do it again. But instead they're going to go home and tell all their buddies, hey, who just pulled one over on the Secret Service? Because that's how criminals are. They're stupid. They're stupid. And it'll catch up to them. It'll catch up to them, because what goes around comes around. You ain't outrunning that. You are not outrunning that. It's written through. Matt. Matt says, I love trains. I don't know. You sound like a college girl at a party over the weekend. Don't say that. Come on now. Matthew, no CCTV. See, that's what I'm saying. DC is so heavily monitored. There's no way they don't know who was in that vehicle. There's just no way. There's no way. They gotta know. Duel, you think they'll get them? I mean, they should be able to. I don't know why they wouldn't be able to. And honestly, I would be surprised if they didn't try and make an example out of them. The country's being ran so weird right now. We're tough as nails. And you just can't tell from the outside because we got all the softies out here doing all the media. Tough as nails. Like, in all reality, we could figure out where that vehicle went and then burn all of their houses down and be like, look, don't try and steal cars in D.C. People would be like, yo, holy, did you hear what happened? They tried to carjack from Secret Service, and all of a sudden, every one of those criminals, their house burned down to the ground. Cats and all died. Probably shouldn't steal cars in D.C. People would think twice if we behaved like that. I don't know. It's probably not the right thing, but just saying. What's up, Patriot Polywog? Happy freedom. Appreciate you being here. Guess MJ, probably Hunter's dealer, repossessing. Went there for the repo. He's like, hey, Hunter owes me some money for that last 8-ball. I think I'll just have to take one of your sedans off of you. Secret Service was like, nah, you can't take the car, buddy. Can't take the car. Next time you call first. Let's see. Combat Vet, they couldn't find their ass with both hands. I know. What's up, Kung Fu Grasshopper? Happy freedom. Picture Polywog. DC equals dumpster fires all day. You're not wrong. I'm trying to think. Forest Defenders, I think they're called, in Atlanta, Georgia, the Antifa group, where the state officers shot that one guy like a lot, because he came out of a tent and opened fire on state police when they were clearing the area for where they're building Cop City, or they're trying to build Cop City. Those clowns were out today. I've seen a couple live TikTok videos where Forest Defenders were out marching around. There was probably only 20 of them from what I could see. I couldn't find a full live, which is why we didn't jump up and go live. I could only find it on TikTok, and they kept going down and freezing and stuff, and it wasn't good enough to my liking. Otherwise, we would have went live. But I'm wondering if the dumpster fires are coming, and if we're going to be streaming some more protesting here pretty soon. I could definitely see it without having to shake a magic 8-ball or anything. I could definitely see it in the future. Crystal, how old's his granddaughter? I don't know. From the image they showed, I would say like 25 or something like that, but I'm not sure. Kung Fu Grasshopper, car rights matter. Is that what it is? Where's the protesters at? Just flipping through. Matthew, it's the Vegas F1 this weekend? I don't know. I didn't realize. Thank you, Snooks. I'm feeling better for the most part. There's still some scratchiness, weirdness going on in here. I'll probably be tip-top tomorrow, but I feel a lot better. I was feeling like a bag of sand. I was feeling pretty run down over the weekend, but I'm good to go now. I just sound a little raspy. Sound a little raspy today. Appeal to Heaven, TikTok owned by Shanghai. Yeah. Zero, you just got the YouTube notification. Yeah, it's kind of hit or miss. When they're not busy unsubscribing people from my channel, they delegate who can and who can't receive notifications for when I go live. 158 unsubscribed in the last 28 days, according to YouTube. I'm like, wow, that's a little bit more than normal. It's usually 128. I must have made some extra people mad who really unsubscribed purposely over the last week or so. But hey, it is what it is. Tis what tis. RK, the White House channel, had their comment section on for Old Man Walters talking about trains. The comments were hilarious. Oh, I bet. They're quick to shut that stuff off. I've seen a few conservative channels that have silenced their comment section and stuff when they go live, and I'm like, you guys are soft. You're soft. I don't understand disabling your comment section. If you have to turn your comments off because you can't handle your viewers, you're doing the wrong thing. You're doing the wrong thing. If your viewers are trolls and haters, and that's all you got in the chat, you are not doing the right thing. No, I can't imagine turning my comments off. I wouldn't do this. If I couldn't talk to you guys, there's no way I would do this. Like, they're just bad people trying to get the word out. And that's it. Trying to get that propaganda out. That's why they shut those comments off, because they know. They know that nobody agrees with what they're doing. Marstar, that's why they put the fence up around the White House. Yeah, they keep DC on lockdown right now. Just like San Francisco, I think it was. I want to say it was the leader of China or something went to San Francisco to go blow the governor or something. I don't know. But they cleaned up all the homeless people and all the trash and then put gates up like it's DC. And it's funny that they can do that when CCP comes to town, but they can't do that so the American people can live in peace. They act like it's a travesty that they can't overcome. They're like, oh no, the homeless problem in California. I mean, unless CCP comes to town, then within 24 hours, just clean up the whole area. No big deal. Like, oh yeah, they got the power. They know how to do it. They just don't want to. They'd rather have us live in our own filth, because then they know that one day we'll get mad enough to deal with it on our own. And when they do, they will be right there to put us back in check. And that's what they're waiting for. What's up, Miss Jamie? Happy freedom. Marstar, they never notify me on YouTube. Yeah. What's up, Raja? Happy freedom. Yeah, if you don't get notifications and stuff, you guys need to join Gilded or jeffmaclive.com. You could also join our Telegram channel or our Discord, but you join any of those platforms, you'll absolutely get the notifications. I send them out by hand. Cassandra, I appreciate you over on D-Live. Thank you so much for the ice cream. I really appreciate all the support, Cassandra. Thank you. Thank you so much, Willie Fix It, for the lemon. I appreciate you, Willie Fix It. Thank you. What's up, Cashflow? Happy freedom. Garlic Press. The criminals in DC are Democrats. Yeah, so that's why I'm saying, like, I don't even know if they're going to chase those guys. Because they know they're voting blue team. They could tell by the way they tried to steal the car. So, they're going to arrest their own voters? Probably not. Probably not. Garlic Press, they were probably just trying to deliver some drugs to Hunter Biden and got confused. See, I think we're all on the same page here. I think we're all on the same page. Geezerman, yeah, we're currently live on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, D-Live, Odyssey, Rumble, jeffmaclive.com, as well as Twitter. I should pull Twitter up because the Twitter live has been improved. I haven't noticed it on mobile, but if you go to the live on Twitter with a desktop, it's almost as good as, hold on here. It's almost as good as being on YouTube. I mean, there isn't anybody in the chat right now, but if you pull it up, this is what it looks like on desktop. It's a lot like YouTube. On the right side, you got the chat there. This is also kind of what it looks like on the website. Anyways, that's a thing. So if you're watching over on Twitter, make sure you retweet us and all that. Let people know we're out here doing great things. Whatnot. And you would think with all the cameras in DC that they could find the person who planted those. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the pipe explosives, can we say that? For J6, there's all kinds of stuff. You would think with all the monitoring that they have in DC that they wouldn't have crime. But they like it that way. Anyways, we're going to move forward. I've probably already said enough to get myself in trouble on YouTube, but that's, hey. You guys don't see me live on YouTube tomorrow, then you know I was a little too funny today. That's all right. So this next one is titled, Biden campaign uses Trump's own words against him in this new advertisement. Oh, they got the Orange Eagle this time. Oh, yeah. The speech was a little too free, and he'll pay for it. These stupid, soft, and stupid people in the world, and they really think, just try not to get too upset as you're listening to this goofiness on here. God, the propaganda is just terrible. So I don't know if you could read that or not, but they're quoting President Trump. They're taking little snippets that are supposed quotes of him, and they are applying it to the military, saying that he doesn't respect our military. If you were captured in the military, like the POWs and stuff, prisoners of war, then you're soft. And he thinks that only the ones who don't get captured are worth respecting, and go on and on and on and on. I've never heard him say that kind of stuff. I've never heard him do anything other than support our troops. So they're full of shit. They're full of shit. And at the end here, I think they actually have him speak. So we're going to play this again. They had that goofy music in there, so I'm trying not to, get these copyright things. But I'm pretty sure they play a clip of him speaking. We're going to play it again. 1 second.
A war hero. War hero. He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay? I hate to tell you.
See, they're trying to make it like if an American military personnel dies, it's because they weren't strong enough. If they get captured, it's because they weren't clever enough, and we don't support those troops. And blah blah blah. That's what they're trying to say that the Orange Eagle is saying. If you don't support our troops, then you can't lead them. And then it goes on for 6 minutes where they bring these two clowns out from MSNBC or whatever, and they go back and forth, finger banging each other until they just get all giddy and then decide to mutilate a child or something in celebration. So it's the propaganda machine is working overtime right now, and I mean, we knew that was coming, but it's kind of overwhelming, the damning that's going on with the Orange Eagle. They got him going to court. They got the propaganda machine going. They keep trying to put gag orders on him so he can't even verbally defend himself in any kind of way. Just terrible. It's terrible what's happening to the Orange Eagle. He's tough. He's a tough guy to go through that. I'd be walking around raged out. You'd be able to tell by my eyebrows what was happening to me. I'm telling you, let me find this. Let me find this thing on Twitter. Because the Orange Eagle, he ain't phased. He ain't phased. Over the weekend, he was living his best life. I'm going to grab a couple of these videos where he's walking out with Tucker Carlson over the weekend. I'm like, these are great. These images are great. Let me grab one of these. Come on now. Give me all this damn hard time. Oh, yeah, Don Jr. was there, so here's one. This is Don Jr. and Tucker Carlson. Look at Tucker Carlson. That's a kid at Disney World before being abducted by a predator or trafficker kind of happiness going on right there. That's just one. We got a list, okay? We got a list here. They were living their best life over the weekend. Look at this. This is right when they walked out and everybody was like, welcome the 45th president to the UFC, blah, blah. Look at Tucker Carlson shitting his pants. Orange Eagle's like, just another day. Just another day being a badass. You're getting it. I loved it. I think it's so awesome. Let's see, watch. We'll go full screen since it's thin video. Let's get this volume on. All right, here we go. So we're gonna cut the music because it's got Kid Rock playing. And they're walking out to UFC. I can't remember if it was Friday or Saturday. I think it was Saturday. Because we included the Orange Eagles live speech right in our free speech Coffee with Hooligans. And then after he was done speaking live to the American people, he just went and hung out with them at the UFC. It's awesome. Awesome Soft. Tucker Carlson just crapping his pants. He's so happy. I've seen a lot of people saying whether or not they would support Tucker Carlson being VP. What if he was VP? I think it would be something. I don't necessarily know he's the best candidate for VP, but I know it'd be entertaining. And I forgot that we were going to talk about this, and so we're going to just add this in right here. This little weird video is very controversial right now, and I think there's some grifting going on. Now, I haven't found any new details, but I think some of this is being blown out of proportion. We're going to play the video, and then we're going to talk about it for a second. I don't think there's any audio worth listening to on this, so I'm not going to stop the beats, but it's a very short video. You're going to see the President Trump, like the Terminator. You're going to see President Trump, but to the side, you're going to see Bill Burr, and you're going to see this woman that is Bill Burr's wife. Watch the interaction, then we're going to talk about it. Okay, so as you can see, the wife is like doing this kind of goofy stuff. Now, I've watched a lot of rap videos, okay? I've been listening to rap music since I was like 8 years old, okay? All rappers do that stuff. They all get in their pictures and, you know, you've seen Eminem and stuff. You remember back in the early 2000s, you couldn't get a poster of Eminem without him flipping the bird. It's just how it goes. Now, I don't know what she does for a living. I don't know if she blows nuggets or if she has an actual job. But she's over there like doing this, and I was like, well, maybe she's a rapper. Maybe she's involved in the hip hop community somehow, and that's her being cool for the camera. Because it looks like she's looking at the camera, flipping off the camera like, ooh, I'm a bad bitch. Da-da-da-da-da. That's what it looks like to me. Conservative internet grabbed this and said that she is secretly flipping off President Trump behind his back, and Bill Burr should put his wife in check. And I've seen that posted a billion times all over the internet. I've seen it on TikTok. I've seen it on Facebook. I've seen it on Twitter. I have seen it everywhere being reposted in that context. And I personally don't think that's what's happening. Now, I've heard Bill Burr's wife doesn't like Trump or something. I guess she's been open about that. Bill Burr, I think, is hilarious, and I think a lot of what he says is relatable, but he also thinks you should wear a compliance cloth. He also thinks that you should go out and get the jab, and if you don't, you're going to kill grandma and all this other stupid shit. And so that stuff, obviously, I don't agree with. And so I like Bill Burr, but I keep him at arm's length because there's those little things that I don't trust about him. Now, I've never heard him speak about Trump specifically, but because he likes all the communism part of us going through the plague, makes me think that he doesn't like Trump. And then that would kind of assist his wife in her not liking of Trump. So a lot of people are saying that this is Bill Burr's career killer move right here, this video. I don't know how true that is. I think it's a bunch of propaganda. I think it's grifting of conservatives to try and make it look like Trump has more enemies than he already has. I think that lady was just acting up for the camera. I don't think she was specifically hating on Trump behind his back, little sneak diss kind of stuff. Again, I haven't received information to say otherwise. This is just my own thoughts and opinions that I've collected as I've been watching over this kind of happening for the last couple days on the internet. So we'll read through, we'll see how you guys feel about it. I think it's a little bit of grifting. I think it's just a little bit of, you know, adding on to what Trump already has going. I don't think we need to exaggerate the enemies of Trump. I think it's very obvious who the enemies are. And when little goofy things like this happen and everybody goes, oh no, these people hate Trump, and it's not actually a definite thing, makes me feel like it turns our opinions into a grain of salt because we are overreacting to silly little situations like this. And I think it makes conservatives look bad. And I think that it doesn't help the Orange Eagle because a lot of people say what he says or experiences is conspiracy. And when we do things like this, to me, it feels like we're turning his words into a grain of salt, or what, you know, claims are that happen against him. We're turning those into conspiracies instead of factual events because we're jumping to conclusions over little shit like this. It's just my opinion anyways. We're going to read through the chat really quick before moving forward. I just want to play a couple clips there because if I was President Trump, you know, I wouldn't be real thrilled about how things are going. The court cases, the propaganda, the lies, the nonsense, it never ends. Instead, he's going to the UFC, he's hanging out with buddies, and he's living his best life, and I think that's pretty awesome. And so that's why I wanted to show that. But anyways, we're going to read through the chat really quick, and then we are going to cover this next video titled Trump backs push to allow cameras in the courtroom, which obviously I think is a good idea, but we'll cover that in a second. Cassandra Bilber's wife is so not classy. That wasn't constructive or intelligent. I agree. I don't think that was the time or place to be flipping off the camera. Yeah, you're in the middle of the UFC. It's supposed to be about the fight that's going to happen. You want so and so to win. You want some popcorn, you drink a beer maybe. Like, that's all it's supposed to be about. It's not supposed to be any more than that. So why is she flipping off the camera? Is it really because she wanted to flip off Trump behind his back on live television like nobody was going to call that out? Or is she flipping off the camera because she's pretending to be a gangster and she's, you know, super rapper of the year or whatever the hell? I'm not quite sure, but I think she'd have been better just keeping her hands at her side or even just waving at the camera like, hey, that would have been good enough. So, yeah, I don't think that the way she was behaving was appropriate, in my opinion. Let's see. Matt, he was talking about one POW. Oh, and the propaganda thing. That's what I'm saying. They're taking his words out of context to post propaganda ads. The soft and stupid people will believe. The comment section under that video is like a heart attack waiting to happen. I was reading through and it's dumb person after dumb person, and they think they're intelligent. I'm going to read a couple of the comments. They're unbelievably stupid and soft, and it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. We'll go with the top comment here. It starts off by saying, I served in the U.S. Air Force for 20 years. How any of my fellow veterans could support Donald J. Trump is simply mind-boggling, to say the least. Okay. We'll go on. Let's see. This ad was so powerful. It filled me with rage and sadness. I'm neither military personnel, family of military personnel, or even American. To think that any military person or their families would vote for this narcissistic sociopath is unthinkable. I mean, can you get more disrespectful than that? My God, even the guy that ruled Germany respected his military. I'm telling you, like, reading through the comment section is like, are you guys for real? Are you guys bots? Is this the White House writing this crap under here? Like, what is this? You guys really believe this? Like, and it just goes on and on and on. How can anyone vote for Trump? They're sick. They don't even realize they're believing the lies. You're like, hey, stop. You're eating spoonfuls of dog shit out of that bowl. We have pizza over here. You don't have to eat the dog shit. And they're like, don't you talk bad about my dog shit. And like, hold up, buddy. You're the one eating dog shit, okay? Don't fall for it. The pizza's great. Come try some. They're like, no, you're a fascist. Okay. Enjoy your dog shit. That's all it's like. It's so stupid. It is unbelievably stupid. Anyways, we're going to move forward. This next one's titled, Trump backs push to allow cameras in the courtroom. Once again, this is obviously about the Georgia hearing that is coming up, where I hope that they just blow 2020 wide open in front of all the normies and show what was really happening. Now, all of us know, because we were there. Nah, we weren't in person, but we covered every single hearing, every minute of it, every time Trump called in to speak to the board of members and all of that stuff, the certification process and everything. We covered all of it. We heard the testimonies. We even received some of the testimonies. We had people send them to us. I mean, we were in it. We were there. to witness it. But I want to see the normies wake up to it. That's what I really want to see. I want to see the world wake up to what actually happened in 2020. So I hope they let the cameras in. Let's get this started.
Historic. A U.S. president being tried in a case that would essentially, this would change everything. Should Americans be privy to the election interference trial for former President Trump? His attorneys filing a request to have his federal election interference trial televised. Now, earlier this month, special counsel Jack Smith's team did ask a judge not to allow cameras in the courtroom, pointing to a federal rule already banning them. But now the defense is arguing, quote, every person in America and beyond should have the opportunity to study this case firsthand. News Nation political contributor and attorney Chris Hahn with me right now.
So I just want to take a second before this idiot opens his face. From here out is like propaganda. This guy hates Trump, but he's smiling while he does it. Just fair warning there.
Now, so they changed their opinion about this, joining the likes of the AP, the Associated Press, and other news outlets that were actually pushing for this case to be televised, saying, this is a U.S. president being tried in federal court. Do they have a point?
Yeah, I think they do. And I think that the American people have a right to see what's going on, not only in this case, but in all the cases, the document case, his civil trials. The American people should have an eyewitness account of what is going on in that courtroom. Because quite frankly, what you hear from Trump's a lot of spin. In court, you don't really get spin. You get facts backed up by evidence. And I would love to see how it plays out in real time. I think the American people will benefit from it. One thing I've been saying, Adrian, and I think you'll agree with this, I've traveled this country, and I meet a lot of people who disagree with me. But one thing they almost all have in common is that they are nice people. They are not rude. I think that the antics that Donald Trump has been pulling off in court here in New York show that he is not a nice person, and he is incredibly rude. And I think the American people seeing that, look, elections are resolved on the margins. And only a few people have to swing in either direction to swing the election. And I think that his behavior will account for a lot of that.
So when you said that a lot of people in this country, what I would agree with is that most everyone in this country is nice at their core. I really do believe that. They're sober-minded. They're reasonable. They're appalled at what's happened in our nation. But I do believe that, especially based on polling, and we can talk about how accurate those are, half of people think that he's rude, or maybe 60+% think that he's rude. The other percentage think that he has been treated unfairly by the justice system, that there's a double standard, and that he has a right to be a little bit combative when he's being attacked politically. With that being said, go ahead.
Correct. But here's the thing. I don't need to move 40% of Americans. I need to move 1% of Americans in Georgia, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan, Arizona, right? The elections are won on the margins. You don't have to have everybody migrate and say, oh, Trump's been treated unfairly. You have to have 1% say, you know what, that guy's too rude to be president. I don't want to watch him on my TV screen for another 4 years. Well, I think the more people see him, the more that happens.
Well, and so you believe that televising this trial and the other trials would actually do what he's saying, which this weekend in New Hampshire at a presidential campaign event, he said the prosecution wishes to continue this travesty, speaking about the trial, in darkness, and I want sunlight. You would say that sunlight would be to expose the heart of this man who you do not believe should be president again.
Yes, I think sunlight is the great disinfectant. I would like to see his attorney file the same motion in the documents case, which they have so far not done, because he is dead to rights in that case. And he's done some shady things like asking his maid to move boxes of classified materials. The very reason the man was elected president in the first place is because he successfully prosecuted a case against his opponent that she was unfit to handle classified materials, and yet he did something far worse. I would love to see that case televised, and I'm waiting for the former president to see the benefits in that for him. I have a feeling he won't, and I have a feeling he'll fight any motion to make that case televised.
Well, thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News.
I mean, it doesn't get much more soft and stupid than that. That guy is full-blown propaganda. Soft. Super soft. Super soft sausage smoker. Brought to you by the mainstream media. They really thought they were saying something. They really did. They think that him being televised would only hurt America, because then his lies would reach even farther. Sounds like you're scared to me. That's what it sounds like to me. You're scared the normies are going to hear the truth. I think they should air it all. And then saying that he hasn't done an appeal to air the classified documents hearing because dead to rights. You understand, dude? You understand that presidents can take classified documents? They have the ability to declassify them. Y'all know that? You'll know that old man Walter had classified documents before he was ever president, which means that he had no possible way to declassify those documents. He has committed treason. Oh, you don't want to talk about that. Oh, okay. Okay, we're not going to talk about that, I guess. All right. What a bastard. What a bastard. He thought he was really saying some pompous sausage smoker all day. Anyways, we're going to read through the chat really quick. This next one is about Donald Trump's sister, Mary Ann Trump, found dead in New York apartment. Coming up next. What's up, Sam? Happy freedom. Appreciate you sliding through. Matt, he hasn't destroyed documents or devices like Hillary. Right. Absolutely right. TDS is strong with this one. Yeah, Matt. I know you can hear it in his voice. The quivering in his voice. Hair juicer. Those quotes that they were using for the propaganda they were saying about Trump was specifically talking about John McCain. Yeah, they love blowing things out of context. They will go word for word and cut them into snippets to get you to say whatever they want you to say. Just wait till the AI is a little bit easier to access. The propaganda machine will be overflowing with nonsense. It's flipping through really quick. Sly Dog, Trump Tuesdays. Make orange great again. Wear orange on Tuesdays in support of the Orange Eagle. I don't even have orange. I literally only wear black or blue. That's all I got. We'll see. We'll see what I can do. Maybe I can come up with some t-shirts. Well, I do got some Orange Eagle t-shirts I'm waiting to come out with. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, and then they're saying he's rude. I would take a rude president any day. I want him to be rude. I want my president to act like a straight asshole. I want everyone to question whether or not you can test the president as far as foreign affairs and all that kind of stuff. I want people to see the president and be like, that's the guy you don't mess with. Like, I feel like that's how it's supposed to be. If you look in history, all the leaders were not just given leadership. They commanded it. They demanded it. They took the initiative. They made the hard choices. They made decisions that made you look at him and go, that guy, that's not the guy you want to mess with. Look at old man Walter. Is that the vibes you get off of him? Because that's not how I feel when I see his old ass falling down the stairs or falling up the stairs. The stupid shit he says or the dumb looks on his face while he's crapping his pants. There's no leadership there. Not at all. Oh, the Orange Eagle's rude? I can only vote for him so hard, sir. You can't make me vote for him any more than I'm already going to. Like, I'm sold. You don't have to keep selling me on it. He's rude. Shit. I guess I'll just have to tell everybody else to vote for him too. Like, he ain't selling nothing. Like, it's so stupid. So stupid. Oh, he's so rude. He's actually a really nice guy, from what I can tell. Anytime we catch him, whether he's doing a speech or he's on the sidelines meeting with locals on his way to or from Speaking Live or to or from a courthouse or any of this stuff, when he's meeting locals and they are praying for him, or he's handing out free food, or he's signing the tits off of a fan, he's always seeming to be a really nice guy. But there's a whole lot of footage of old man Walter out there acting like a bastard and acting like a creeper and a weirdo. Where's all that footage of the Orange Eagle if he's such a bad person? Where's all that at? Because you would think the propaganda machine would be really quick to put that on the air, yet they don't have the footage. Weird how that works. It's really weird. Flipping through the chat a little bit before we move forward. up, Whistler's wife? Happy freedom. What's up, Lone Wolf? What's up, Tam Tam? Happy freedom. DeRosa, Walter is a pushover and the world knows it. Absolutely. I'm surprised. Well, actually, didn't the CCP commander talk with old man Walter on his way to San Francisco? Wasn't there a meeting between them? I don't know. I know the lips on that CCP devil is he was busy. He was busy over the weekend. Garlic Press's sister was 86. Maybe she died of old age. Could be. I haven't heard otherwise. As far as I could tell, I was thinking the same thing. She probably just passed away from, getting to the end of the lifeline there. Garlic Press, I'm a rude asshole too. See, I'm the same way. And I want my president to be the same way. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. And maybe that's why I can't see it. But I'm not scared of that. I want a rude president. I'm all about it. What's up, K-Love? Happy freedom. See you guys talking about Bill Burr's wife. It looks like she wears the pants in the family. We'll see what happens. Because, I don't know, there's a lot of conservatives that are like, we need to cancel Bill Burr. We need to Bud Light him, blah, blah. And I hate that people want to target him for what his wife's doing. Like, everybody wants equality until something goes wrong, and then all of a sudden it's, you need to put your wife in check. If you ever tried to put your wife in check, it doesn't work. That's like a unicorn. There's no putting your wife in check. Only not married people have ever said that. You can't put your wife in check. That's not a real thing. If you can, you're probably an abusive piece of shit. The only women I've ever seen comply are the ones who get hit, and that's a terrible situation. So, put your wife in check. Get the fuck out of here with that. It's so stupid. It's not his fault that his wife's unruly. Maybe he should divorce her, but put her in check. People want to burn him down for what she's doing. I don't think any of that's right. What's up, Wendy? Happy freedom. Appreciate you being here. Just flipping through really quick before we get to this next one. J Doe, you better have your wife's back. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. Right? You guys are one. If that's your wife, you guys are one. You're supposed to move together. Sync step. There's no putting your wife in check. You can go cry while everybody's pissed at what your wife did. That's about it. You better keep your mouth closed. You better keep your mouth closed. She'll lay them knuckles on you. I wonder if she beats Bill Burr behind closed doors, because she looks like she could. She's kind of meaty. Bill Burr's gonna be like, the internet's talking about canceling me because you were flipping off the camera or the president. They're not really sure, but they're mad at me. She's like, what'd you say? And he's like, nothing. I'm just saying. All right, I'll go sit down somewhere. It's fine. Just don't hit me. Poor Bill Burr. He's the victim in the situation. Now he's gonna get canceled on top of it. It's rough. It's rough. Sam throwing the shoe. I know. All right, we're moving forward. This next one, I don't know a whole lot about it, but we're going to figure it out. It's titled Donald Trump's sister, Marianne Trump, found dead in New York apartment. And they don't say why, but they do say how old she is. And so initially, I'm like, well, it's probably old age. But when they say found dead in apartment, it sounds suspicious. That's some weird phrasing for someone that passed away of old age. So I don't know. I don't know exactly what's going on, but we're going to find out. Let's get it started.
We do have some sad news coming from the Donald Trump family. We are learning this morning that Donald Trump's sister was found dead at the age of 86, Marianne Trump Berry. She was the oldest sister of President Donald Trump and died this morning at the age of 86. She died at her home on the Upper East Side in Manhattan, and the cause of death right now is unknown at this time. New York Times reporting as well. Of course, this is a developing story, but we wanted to bring that to you, of course, right here on Live Now from Fox, always in the mix here as we continue to showcase what is happening in real time as always. Obviously, investigation will be going, but she was 86 years old. The New York Times reporting that she died at the Upper East Side of Manhattan. Miss Berry, the widow of John Berry, a veteran trial and appellate lawyer, had been a federal judge in New Jersey, a position that Mr. Trump's fixer, the lawyer Roy Cohn, was credited with helping her attain during Ronald Reagan's tenure. She retired from the bench in 2019 at a time when inquiries were brewing after a New York Times investigation into the family's tax practices. Mr. Trump seemed to heed the words of few people as much as he did his sisters, according to confidants, but they had a significant fissure in their relationship in the final year of his presidency when their niece, Marielle Trump, who was promoting a memoir about their family, released audio recordings of her aunt speaking critically about the president there. So again, we'll be keeping an eye on this story. It is still developing, and of course, we'll bring it to you right here on Live Now from Fox.
I don't know. They word it so weird. And I wish there was more context, because I don't even know who she is. I mean, I know the obvious, right? It's Trump's sister. Okay. What did she do? What did she do? What is she famous for other than being his sister? Is she a good guy or is she a bad guy? Does anybody even know? How did she die? Like, how did they find her? How did they know that she was dead in the apartment? I have a lot of questions, and it just sounds so suspicious, the way that news clip handled it. And maybe I just got a bad news clip. Maybe there's other ones out there that explain it a little bit better. But it's almost like they're trying to portray that her death was suspicious without actually saying it. Just the phrasing that they're using is not feel normal to me. It doesn't feel like, oh yeah, really old person, we found him, passed away. They passed away of old age. They had a great life. We'll miss them while they're gone. That's normally what we hear. There's something odd about the way that they described all of that. Maybe they were trying to hold back celebrating that there's one less Trump in the world. Maybe that's what they were doing. Because you know how these soft and stupid people are. They're vile and toxic inside. They have a hard time holding their demons in while celebrating in their head. So maybe that's what it was. They couldn't get their words together because really they celebrate that stuff. But then there was people in the chat that was saying that she didn't even support Trump. That she was like an anti-Trumper. And so maybe the propaganda machine has sympathy for the loss of an anti-Trumper, and they don't know what it's like to have this new feeling of sympathy, and so they weren't really sure how to put the words to the feelings. Maybe. I don't know, but there's something weird about the way that they delivered that information, in my opinion. Anyways, we're going to read through the chat really quick, and we got one more video left. It is titled "Female Martial Artists Refuse to Compete Against Biological Men," and it's a win. It is a win. So we're going to end on a good note. I did it on purpose. So we're going to read through the chat. Cassandra, Bill Burr's wife gives off alpha female vibes. I agree. I've seen a couple video clips of her because I was trying to understand what kind of person she is to try and make a decision on whether or not I thought she was flipping off the Orange Eagle or not. I've seen propaganda from both sides, and you guys know. If I think it's stupid, I'm going to say it's stupid regardless if it's red team or blue team. Like, I'm sure you guys remember this video. Back in Pride Month, which is also Men's Mental Health Awareness Month that nobody was spreading awareness on. But during Pride Month, they had a big flamboyant parade all over the place, everywhere where there were streets in the world. And in one of them, there was a viral video where there's pretty much naked adults marching down the street. And they're saying, "We're here, we're something, and we're coming for your children." They were not saying that. There is a moment in the video where they're saying, "We're here, we're this, we're," and then the camera guy says, "Coming for your children." And you can hear it over top the rest of the crowd chanting, because it's the camera guy saying it, and he's kind of freestyling on what's going on here. He's not saying what they were saying. He was saying over top of what they were saying. So it's not any different than me being there recording it, and while they're chanting, I'm mocking them, replacing the words in their chants to be more of my liking. That's what happened. But that video went viral, and conservatives were like, see, look, they're blatantly saying that they're coming for your children, but they were not actually saying that. I seen the full video. Everybody else was looking at this little 4-second clip, and they were like, oh my God. But really, it was propaganda by conservatives, and people just never caught on to that. And like I just said, I'm gonna call stupid where it's stupid, regardless of who's selling it. And I've seen red team propaganda just like that. And I'm all against, shapeshifters hurting children and stuff. I couldn't say it enough. I say it every time we're live. Everybody knows where I stand. I'm not sticking up for bad guys. I'm just saying what's wrong is wrong and what's right is right, regardless of who's doing it. And so I've seen this kind of propaganda before. And so I'm not real quick to just jump on the bandwagon and join everybody else and start saying the same thing. I want to investigate. I want to know. I want to have some real feeling behind it. I want to see the body language. I want to put myself in their shoes and really think, how would I feel if I was being treated this way, or if I was hearing these things, or I was being accused, or whatever the situation is. I want to get to the bottom of it as much as I can. And just like in that situation, in this situation, Bill Burr's wife was flipping off something, but we can't tell if it was the camera or President Trump, and I'm not really willing at this point to jump up and say, yeah, she's a bastard because she was flipping off the president behind his back, because I'm not convinced that's what happened. I think she was flipping off the camera. I think if she was going to flip off the president, she'd have been better doing it to his face while on camera if she really wanted to make a bold statement. Now, I did see a hooligan in the chat saying she was just simply looking for 15 seconds of fame, and she got it. I believe that to be true. I just don't know who she was flipping off, and I'm not going to jump on the propaganda wagon and say that she was definitely flipping off Trump behind his back because she's a bastard. I'm not going to say that quite yet. Yes, she was behaving inappropriately, and I think she could definitely be a better person than what she is right now. I don't think Bill Burr can put his wife in check, because I think she'd knock his teeth out. But I'm just saying, and I'm making my stand right here, that we're going to call out what's wrong no matter who's selling it. And that's just how I get down. So if you didn't know, now you do. That's how we go. So anyways, we're going to continue reading through the chat, and we'll be moving on to this next video in just a second. Oh, I appreciate you being here, Hair Juicer. Don't work too hard out there. And then maybe she got the jab. Yeah, that could be. Trump's sister might. Yeah, maybe that's why they're being weird about the whole thing. Maybe it's another jab situation, and they don't want to talk about that. Maybe that's why they didn't say that she passed away of old age. Oh, that might be something. That might be something. I'm going to keep my eyes out, see if I can find some more information on Trump's sister passing. Guess MJ, yes, there is events where they do say we're coming for your children, but the specific clip that I'm referring to, they were not. They were not. You're not wrong. I'm not saying that you're wrong. They have said that. I have seen the shapeshifters out there saying we're coming for your children because they believe that they're standing up for shapeshifting children, which, if you don't know, that's not a real thing. There is no shapeshifting children. Children do not belong in the adult aspects of life, such as who you physically show affection to. For children, those are hugs. That's it. That's not what the shapeshifters are talking about. They're just a bunch of demented children abusers. But in the clip that went viral, they were not saying that. They were not saying we're coming for your children. The camera guy did, and it went viral. And conservatives were so quick to jump on it that they just fell for the propaganda. And in that instance, they were eating dog shit and happy to do it. And so I'm just saying, I've seen it. I've seen it. And it is these situations where it's a little bit of sleight in hand. Like, did Bill Burr's wife flip off the camera? Did she flip off Trump? It's really hard to tell. We only got one camera view, and we have a whole lot of comment section pushing their beliefs. Not here, but on the internet. So I want to try and stand back and make a wise decision before I hop on the bandwagon and say one way or another. And that's all I'm saying. I'm definitely not standing up for shapeshifters, not on any day. I just want to be specific when we're discussing information. Kung Fu Grasshopper, leave the fucking kids alone. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Actually, that reminds me, I guess Dr. Disrespect, which is a super famous, if you don't know who he is, he's a super famous live streaming gamer. And I think he's hilarious. I think he's totally hilarious. But he made a stand saying that he was no longer going to play Call of Duty or Modern Warfare or any of those games, Black Ops, first-person shooter games, made by Activision, because they took down Nick Merckx, which is also another famous live streaming gamer. Nick Merckx said, "Leave the kids alone," on a protest video on Twitter. Activision found out, and they punished him for it. And they said that he was speaking anti-Rainbow Crew rhetoric, because apparently saying "leave the kids alone" is anti-Rainbow Crew, which is messed up. And so they punished him because he has a deal with Activision and Call of Duty and all of that. They punished him. They took his skins down. They took his features off the game. They punished him and then made an apology on his behalf to all the Rainbow people out there, which is messed up. And that's why I don't play the game anymore. I don't play anything made by Activision, Diablo, any of those games. I don't play them. I uninstalled them. I won't buy them. Modern Warfare 3 just came out. I don't even give a shit, because they support pedophilia over there at Activision, or at least the Call of Duty division does. And so I'm not with that. Now, I guess Dr. Disrespect has been playing some Modern Warfare 3 recently, and I guess he doesn't stand for anything, because he'll fall for anything. He turned around and folded, and now he's supporting them again. And I am highly disappointed at that, because I'm still not purchasing or possessing anything that has to do with Activision. I hope they go out of business. They're a bunch of bastards supporting Rainbow Crew that hurt children. So anyways, we'll just add that on top of the list. I don't know if I'm burning bridges or not right now, but I'm honest. Okay, I'm honest. I'm sorry if you guys don't like it. I'm honest. What is your name? We'll go with TK. Well, there's a good chance that she did die of old age, but until the autopsy is done, we can only speculate. I agree. I agree. Hopefully they do. I mean, they probably will. They'll probably come out with an autopsy at some point, and then we'll do a follow-up. We'll do a follow-up of it, and we'll get it worked out. We'll get to the bottom of it. Hey, I appreciate you, TK. Thank you, Snugs. Just reading through. What happened to Zero? Yeah, Zero posted in Gilded. I'm sure Snooks has already talked to you about it. I see what happened. I was just checking on something. Let's see what we got here. What's up, Frank? Frank, yeah. That's what we were just saying. We were just saying that. Wondering if she went down because of the jab. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. It could be. Very well could be. Mr. Beans Beans. At any cost, they triggered idiots will cringe so badly after Trump becomes president again. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. There's already people making, and I love when this happens. They're making videos, they're posting pictures, they're writing huge paragraphs, if not books, all over the internet, talking about how if the Orange Eagle becomes president again, they're going to leave the country. Are you even allowed to leave the country? Because in Biden's America, one, we're the criminals, and two, you probably can't afford to leave the country because thanks to Bidenomics. So, come on, man. You're not leaving the country. We would be so happy if all the soft and stupid people just left the country as soon as the Orange Eagle got back into the White House. Come on, man. I don't know how many times we're going to do that every year. Oh, if he gets to be president, I'm leaving the country. Well, leave now. Just leave now. You hate it here so much, just leave now. Like old man Walter's doing such a great job. So stupid. So stupid. What's up, Proud Patriot Girly? Thanks for sliding through. Just reading through the chat really quick, and we're going to get on this last one. J Doe, Shapeshifters, is that like a costume party? It is, but then they try and use women's bathrooms, and then you got to just fold them with your forearm as hard as you can in public. That way, if any other shapeshifters are around, they'll know that there's no room for them here. We don't allow people to hurt kids. So it's kind of like a costume party. It's more like a blanket party waiting to happen, honestly. Let's see. Oh, and I saw the video about Dr. Disrespect. Yeah, I had put together a short on Dr. Disrespect. I also took all the tweets. I added them into the video. YouTube claims that that's one of the videos that I supposedly uploaded from someone else and did not alter the content, when in all factuality, you like that? I put that together from scratch, screenshots and all, put it all together. It even has my logo on the damn video, and YouTube's like, you need to stop stealing content. I'm not stealing content, you bastards. You're just mad that I'm doing the right thing. We're getting the truth out, and that's what it is. Because YouTube's just as bad and corrupt as the White House is. They're just an extension of the government. YouTube, Facebook, all of them. They're all just an extension of the government waiting to censor us and tell us what we're allowed to say while we're in a free country. It's stupid. So we're going to move forward to this last video. It is a win. It's titled Female Martial Artist, I may not be saying that correctly, but you know what I'm laying down, refuses to compete against biological men. Oops, I just clicked the wrong thing, because that's what I do. Alright, let's get it, hooligans.
Dropping out of a jiu-jitsu competition tournament after being told that they would have to fight against biological men who identified as women at the event, even though the rules said that they wouldn't be forced to do so. This leaving only biological men competing in the women's division because the ladies stepped out. Well, now the North American Grappling Association is officially changing its policy on transgender athletes, saying it will have a division solely for biological females, and all biological males will have to compete in the men's division, regardless of the gender they identify with. Again, the president there, Kip Kohler, taking to social media saying, due to the legacy effects of being born male through puberty, in parallel with the policy of the world governing body for swimming, World Rugby, and numerous other global sports organizations, male to female transgender athletes who've gone through male puberty are excluded from competing in the female division at these events. Joining us now, two female athletes. They boycotted the event, and guess what? It turned out in their favor. Jaden Alexander, a professional martial artist and jiu-jitsu blue belt. Ainsley Wilk is a Brazilian jiu-jitsu brown belt and MMA fighter. Ladies, welcome. Thank you very much for coming on. Jaden, let me start with you. The plan worked. The ladies stepped aside. They said, we're not going to fight any man who might identify as a female. Why was it so important for you to boycott this competition?
Honestly, there's a lot of reasons. One, just my right to compete in general. You know, there's already so little females in this sport. It's really hard to get girls into the sport just because it's kind of intimidating. And then for us, those of us who have trained for years, to come in and potentially have that just snatched away from us by men who are bigger and stronger than us is crazy. And that on top of the fact that I'm a single mother of a 3-year-old daughter, and I could not imagine her growing up when she goes to compete one day having to have her rights completely stripped away from her. So not only my daughter, but future women coming up, you know, that's honestly what really pushed me to speak out about it, because it just breaks my heart to think that we can work so hard and then just have opportunities taken away from us like that. So
what an incredible role model you are, not only for your daughter, but again, all the women who want to compete and to have a fair chance at winning. By the way, Ainsley, can you talk to me about what was going on behind the scenes? Did all the ladies kind of come together and come up with this plan?
Yeah, so for the Naga tournament, I texted Jaden and I asked her if her teammate knew that her opponent was trans, and we'd already kind of been working behind the scenes with icons and stuff, but our article hadn't been released yet. So that's when it really blew up, and like we got everything under control. We got all this stopped. Everything could have been inclusive, but they hid their status and they ruined it for everyone.
Okay, so again, these biological men did not come forward. They weren't honest with the competition.
Right.
Is that right, Ainsley?
Right.
Okay, and so then they were scheduled to fight against biological women. Jaden, what happened? Did you just stay away from the mat?
So when I went to register, because I had competed against them previously, and not only competed against them previously, but I had dropped out of a competition before this one because they were registered again. But I saw them registered at NAGA, and I just decided that I couldn't compete in the absolute women's bracket because there was actually not one trans male but two. So it really just completely took the opportunity away from me altogether. And I knew if I was seeing this, because they're pretty well known in the jiu-jitsu community, like people are figuring out like, oh, well, if they're signed up, I can't do it. So I know if that's happening to me, it was happening to other ladies as well.
And you decided, I'm not going to fight this person this time. We're going to send a message. We're going to be united. And guess what? The president of NAGA listened. So, Ainsley, how did that make you feel? Again, now these new rules set forward that only women will be competing against women.
It felt great that we actually, as the jiu-jitsu community, know what it means to be protected in a sports matter. Jiu-jitsu cares so much about everyone, and we aren't trying to exclude anyone from competing overall. You can compete with the men, or you could have told us, and there are some ladies that were willing to fight you, but you didn't tell anyone.
All right. Honesty and transparency. And again, the ladies defending their spaces. So they've got a place to compete in a fair advantage. Ladies, thanks for coming on today. Jaden and Ainsley, really appreciate the conversation, and good luck in your future competitions.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Take care.
What a win. What a win. My buddy, he's, like I said, he's really big in jiu-jitsu. He fights with Island Jiu-Jitsu. That's his team and all of that stuff. And they're huge. Like, that group of individuals is huge. And they participate in all those NAGA tournaments and events and stuff. Even his son participates in it now, which is really awesome. A great thing that they're doing over there. It makes me really proud of my buddy and stuff, and the way he's handling being a father and all that stuff. Jiu-jitsu can be really a great way to keep your ass off the streets and doing bad things. It's great for your body, your mind, and your soul. I see the way it affects him and his family, and it's all in a positive way. Like I said before, when they train and stuff, they got females versus males and all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to the events, a lot of it's based on weight class. And as far as I know, they try to make, have females fighting females. But I've never heard of a shapeshifter personally in any of these events that my buddy has participated in. So obviously this is a new kind of issue that's been evolving over the last couple of years, because we see shapeshifters trying to get involved in all these female stuff that they don't have any place being a part of, from locker rooms to bathrooms to the sports. President Trump talks about it all the time. He stands against it. I stand against it. I grew up with women. I was raised by women. I don't want to see men out there hurting women, especially if they're wearing dresses and masquerading around. I don't want to see any part of that. And so that was a big win for jiu-jitsu, as well as just America in general. And I thought that would be a good way to end today's show. End it on a good note with a solid win. We're going to read through the chat really quick, because that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm going to drop this Linktree link in the chat while we're reading through. On the Linktree, all of my links are listed. So if you would like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch to support the live and help us do this every single day, I would really appreciate it. Keeps us going, and we couldn't do it without you. What I ask is that you join Gilded. Gilded is free and currently the best way to receive notifications every time we go live, no matter where or when we go live. So definitely go join Gilded. All the hooligans are there, keeping the conversation going 24/7. We have a news board to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. You can access it from your desktop, or you can access it on your phone by downloading the free app. It's up to you. We have hooligans that do both. I prefer it on my phone so I can get notifications no matter what's going on. It's a great way for us to stay connected, stay in the know of what's going on, the ability to communicate with each other and all that stuff. And if you're really feeling saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. We have our own live streaming area, our own private social media, our own messaging system with the ability to text, call, video call, and all that stuff. It's every social media you've ever experienced all mixed together in one place that is private for us. It is the home of the hooligans. There is no one monitoring us. Everything is encrypted, and I own the database. There's no one watching over us. It's a place for hooligans to be free. So definitely go join jeffmaclive.com. The more people we get over on the website, the more we're going to start having exclusive events for the website. I've put so many so much programming into the website to give us the opportunity to hold special events. We just need more hooligans over on the platform so we can have exclusive events. It may even take up our Saturdays, because right now free speech is on Saturday. We have no YouTube then when we're running Saturdays live, regardless of what's going on Saturday. We don't allow YouTube in, and if we get enough people on the website, Saturday will be dedicated to Jeff Mac live streaming, where we could do anything. We could have call-ins and all that stuff, and I've been wanting to do that. We got to get more people on the website though. With that being said, if you click that link at the top of the link tree, you can go join jeffmaclive.com for a free week, no strings attached. It's not a trial run. We're not going to charge your credit card. It's like, I can't remember, it's 5 days or 7 days, but it's a free week to go check out all the cool stuff we have going on at jeffmaclive.com. And if you do claim a free week and you go there and you check it out and then you leave, next time we go live, make sure to go over to the website and watch the live from there, because our video player is the clearest out of all platforms. The live will be clearer than you've ever seen it. The chat over there gives you the ability to customize your comments, the way your name appears. You can add GIFs into the chat. You can add memes into the chat. You can even post links in the chat without having a moderator come and sauce you up over it, throwing those band hammers and whatnot. You can do just about anything over there in the chat. It is the best chat out of all platforms. So that alone is a great reason to go check out jeffmaclive.com. So we're going to read through the chat really quick. We're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance, and we're going to wrap this up. We should be live 6 p.m. Eastern time over on Jeff Mac Gaming, Kick, and jeffmaclive.com. 6 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to be continuing on with Far Harbor over on Fallout 4. It's been pretty fun so far. It's just a couple hours for us to go hang out and have some fun. So if that sounds good to you, we will be live at 6 p.m. Eastern time tonight. Otherwise, we will have our very next Coffee with Hooligans tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So we're going to read through really quick. And that they're trying to shove their stuff down our throat and it isn't working. Absolutely. They've been trying. They've been trying to do this stuff, and they act like they're not a bunch of creepy weirdos doing that stuff. Like, we don't know that's a dude in a dress or something. It's so messed up. Now, it makes me happy to hear President Trump speak against that, because I hope he does try and motivate people to pass laws and do things like that so we don't have these problems. We don't need men in dresses preying on women. Period. Let's see, reading through. Guess MJ went to dinner with a woman who told me that she had 8 kids. So I didn't order her anything. I figured she was full. That's a good one. Guess MJ, you cracked me up. You're awesome. Hey, I appreciate you, High Plains Drifter. Got Santa. Come on now. Santa knows that I'm a good boy. Snooks, male strippers. What are we talking about? I didn't say male strippers. Snooks, you're hearing what you want to hear. That's what's going on. Yeah, I appreciate you being here. Let's go, Brandon. Appeal to heaven. I'm depressed now. No fun games. Go play Fallout. Go play Bethesda games. Their games are awesome. Fallout, Skyrim, Doom. Those games are fun. Kung Fu, we should fake spar sometime. We could do that. I'm meaty. Okay, I'm heavy. I'm like dark matter. I am heavy. I don't even know if I could fold. It'd be hard just to pin me. I'm made like sand. I'm like a golem. I'm probably not fun to grapple with. I don't know. I haven't done it in a long time. You'd probably whip my ass. What's up, Wayward Sons? Happy freedom. Kung Fu, I'm 5'8" and 160. I'm 5'10" and 225. I don't think we're in the same weight class, buddy. I'm dense. Not in a stupid way, but in like a meaty way. I am Mr. Meaty over here. Mr. Beefy. That's how do you think Klaus gets it from? Gets it from his dad. Obviously not all the hair. Obviously not that part. He must have got that from his mom, I guess. I don't know. Tease Legault. I don't know if I'm reading your name correct. Probably not. Shapeshifter versus Shapeshifter. It's going to be like bum fights all over again. I've been wanting to say that we should do Shapeshifter versus Shapeshifter, but I don't even know if they deserve to have their own spot, considering all of them are just pretty much CSC offenders. They're all predators. I mean, we could watch predators fight each other, but they should fight each other to the death. But anyways, I don't know. I just know that they shouldn't be preying on women. I know that for sure. What's up, Bombay man? Happy freedom. Patriot Dad, I played Destiny for 8 years. They went woke and going broke. See, I have Destiny 2. I got it as like a free holiday download or something, but I've never even played it. Like, I've never even turned it on. A lot of people say it's good, but I just haven't experienced it yet. What's up, Donna Sparks? Happy freedom. Appreciate you being here. Klaus Daniels loves those toys you got him so much. Between the catnip mice and the squeaking bird thing, I had to put the bird thing in a box because he wouldn't leave it alone. I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning hearing birds dying. That's what I thought it was. And it's Klaus Daniels with his little floofy toy that Donna Sparks got him. And he's got it with his hands, and he's taking his toes and just clipping the bottom of it, and the bird's making these, I don't know what it is. It's a pink puffball, and it makes bird noises. And he thought he was getting that bird. He thought he was going to win his first fight. I was like, what are you doing? Had to lock it in my toolbox. I was like, dude, I am trying to sleep. He's over here committing synthetic murder in the living room. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. I appreciate you, Donna Sparks. Klaus Daniels loves you. He's a spoiled kitty. And yeah, he's very vocal. All right, hooligans, it is that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Got this little tickly feeling in my throat. I was trying not to cough during the Pledge of Allegiance. It's always something. It's always something. Something about getting in front of the camera. The vibes happen. You know, things start going left. But that's what I like. That's what I like about being live, is all the improv. It makes it exciting. Maybe not so much for you guys, but it's exciting to me to see what's going to happen next. I appreciate all of you hooligans being here. You guys have been fantastic as always. Like I said, we will be live again 6 p.m. Eastern time for some gaming. We'll be live on Kick, jeffmaclive.com, as well as Jeff Mac Gaming on YouTube. I don't know how long that channel is going to live on YouTube. It's not blowing up like I thought it was going to. We might end up just start gaming on Rumble, because Rumble's better anyways. So we'll see with all of that. But for now, we will be gaming between 6 and 8 tonight, Eastern time. You want to come hang out with us, spend a couple hours just having fun, forgetting the problems around us, you are more than welcome to come join us. Otherwise, we will be live tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. I appreciate all of you guys. Big shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support. I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.